Hey guys, let's get more news about Miami Heat, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Storied NBA franchise could lose $146 million superstar this 2024-25 season. It has seemed like an eternity since Jimmy Butler first joined the Miami Heat and helped the team become competitive again. The thing is, there's a real danger for the NBA All-Star wing to leave the franchise this 2024-25 season. As the All-Star embarks on his sixth season with the Heat, his focus is unwavering. He aims to win above all else. During a recent media session, Butler candidly expressed that financial incentives and individual accolades no longer drive him. Having accumulated significant wealth and numerous awards throughout his career, including All-Star selections and a Most Improved Player title, Butler emphasized that his priority is to secure an NBA championship, a goal that has eluded him thus far. Despite the Heat's past successes, including deep playoff runs, Butler has yet to claim a title. Rumors suggest tensions between him and the team's front office regarding contract extensions, adding uncertainty to his future with the franchise. Nevertheless, Butler's commitment to winning remains resolute. As the Heat prepare for the upcoming season, Butler's motivation sets a tone of urgency and ambition. His focus on winning could be the driving force that propels Miami to new heights, making this season one to watch closely as he seeks to finally earn that elusive championship ring. Erik Spoelstra eyeing breakout season for key Heat point guard. The Miami Heat got their first preseason win over the New Orleans Pelicans Sunday evening, where this time of the year displays players that are under the radar. As the Heat prepare for a tough Eastern Conference this season, they will look for any breakout player, which head coach Erik Spoelstra speaks highly of one possibility after the victory Sunday. In terms of the player in question, it would be Drew Smith, who is serving as the team's backup point guard, as evident in the first two preseason contests. He showed his playmaking skills Sunday, where he scored 4 points, collected 3 rebounds, had 2 steals, 1 block, and 5 assists, a team high, as one of the first 5 coming off the bench. There is no doubt that this is a great sign, as Smith had been in the process of recovering from a torn ACL last season and the surgery that came after it. Heat had him return on a 2-way contract and is now playing a big role, as Spoelstra sung his praises to the media after the win against New Orleans. The first thing is that it's a real credit to him and the training staff, the fact that he's out here doing what he's doing, Spoelstra said. You know, after his injury, he really worked at it behind the scenes, and you have some really tough days, you know, in May, June, July, but he has that mental forms to that toughness that's unique. That's a superpower of his. I did not look at his box score, Spoelstra continued. So much of what he does, it won't show up in the box score. He just makes winning play after winning play. The guys love playing with him, he connects the group. Defensively, he's tough. Really can make a lot of things happen. If there's a ball going around, he's going to find a way to be around it or deflect it or steal it. And then he allows that group to function because he can get them organized and get the ball where it needs to go. With the excitement of the Heat's starting lineup, the second unit is an interesting one, as Smith seems to have a big role incoming for this season. He's not taking the opportunity for granted, especially after being away from basketball for an extended period of time, as he spoke about in the locker room. It's been fun, Smith said. It's been good to get back out there just to even have the opportunity to be playing again. I think one thing about the injury is it just kind of gave me a fresh perspective just to appreciate the game and appreciate my opportunities when I get out there. Just playing hard, that's all I'm trying to do. Just play hard, play the right way, and try to get everybody involved. He also showed off some defensive intensity in the second quarter of the game, where at a few points, he was matched up with the tough Zion Williamson, but held his own and found ways to be active and get the ball in his hands. As for his health, he experienced major strides as well before he had hoped to be at least limited in training camp. He's been active in the preseason, even having to recover for a grueling 10 months after ACL reconstruction surgery. "I feel pretty good," Smith said. "I mean, as good as I could have hoped for at this point. Yeah, I was hoping to be ready for training camp. We kind of jumped into it fairly quickly. I had played live like 2 or 3 times before camp started and then jumped right in. So it's been going good. The knee has been responding really well. So just got to stay on top of it." As said before, it seems likely until the Heat's Josh Richardson can come back from season-ending shoulder surgery, which he's in the process of recovering, he will head the second unit as the main facilitator. He's one of the team's few true point guards, and said after the win that he gets more joy of feeding other players than scoring. "I mean, that brings me more joy than, scoring baskets," Smith said. "Like seeing other guys with even records playing defense hard and, just getting out in transition, seeing everybody eats whenever you're locking up, and then whenever you're getting back on the other end quickly. So definitely fun. I think that second unit tonight, I had a great time playing together. Just got to keep rolling." While the Heat's starting lineup looks to build chemistry and will be a talking point throughout the season, the second unit will be as well, as Smith will work alongside others such as Duncan Robinson, Jamie Jaquez Jr., Kevin Love, and more. He would talk about the importance of not only gelling together, but also playing to their strengths in causing turnovers and being a more faster-paced team. "I think just overall, I think that second unit we've had a good few days together," Smith said. "Just kind of gelling together, through practice and everything like that. So I think it doesn't always mean anything, but I think today it translates to the floor for us and, we're just out there trying to have fun together. I think anytime you can, get a turnover and get out on the other end, just get easy baskets in transition," Smith said. "That's definitely been an emphasis, just running more so. Being disruptive is something we always try to do. I think getting out on the other end and taking advantage is something that we've really been focusing on." At any rate, Smith and the rest of the Heat will look to gain chemistry starting Tuesday and Wednesday as they have a back-to-back in preseason games against the San Antonio Spurs and Atlanta Hawks at the Kaseya Center. Miami Heat linked to possible trade for notable 7'1" player. The Miami Heat could be bargain hunting in the trade market. Brett Siegel of Clutch Points reports on Monday that the Miami Heat have expressed trade interest in Charlotte Hornets center Nick Richards. Siegel notes that the Miami Heat are among several NBA teams that have inquired about the 26-year-old Richards. The news comes after ESPN's Shams Charania reported last week that the Miami Heat were considering improving their center position. The 7'1" Richards has developed a reputation as an underrated power play. He averaged 9.7 points and 8.0 rebounds per game last season for Charlotte and also blocked shots with his 7-foot wingspan. Richards is also very effective around the rim, recording an elite 69.1 field goal percentage in 2023-24. With Richards under contract for just $5 million this season and $5 million next season, the Miami Heat may have something to work with there. The need number 5 for the Miami Heat is very urgent. Richards should also come in much cheaper than this other center the Miami Heat are eyeing in that division. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Nick Richards? Leave your opinion in the comments.